is great to be here, and I am going to carry on a little bit with Chris's commercial message, because First Bank is an unusual bank. It is unusual in a number of ways. We're 105 years old. That's not terribly unusual. We've had one change in ownership in 105 years. That's really unusual, and that was 28 years ago. We have 55,193 households that we do business with. Now, that's not unusual that we would have more than 55,000, but it's unusual that we say we have 55,193, not more than 55,000. And we do that, and we all know how many we have, because that last household that we have is important to us. And so we're very careful about counting how many households and businesses do business with us. And out of 7,800 banks in the United States, that puts us at number 332 in terms of total assets. Shows you how many small banks there are in Tennessee, because we consider ourselves a small bank. We're in 45 offices in 22 counties across the state. And perhaps the most unusual thing about this $2 billion bank is we have one stockholder. It's not me. Darn it. That's Jim Ayers, and Jim Ayers is known as one of Tennessee's most successful entrepreneurs, an incredible fellow, owns a $2 billion bank, 100% of it, and you would think he would have a big salary, and we would be having to explain that to the regulators, because you know they've capped bank salaries during this crisis, and we tell them that we have not given any executive increases for the last 2.5 years, except for Jim Ayers. Well, he owns the bank, he gets an increase, right? He got a 13% raise in 2009 because the minimum wage went up, and we had to raise his salary from $12,000 a year to $13,572 a year, and that's a true story. So that makes us pretty unusual. Jim is also one of America's most celebrated philanthropists. He's been on the cover of the Wall Street Journal. He's been featured in Time magazine. And right today, he has 534 students in college that he's paying their tuition. And he's from Parsons, Tennessee, a very small town in Decatur County. And he has adopted 3 high schools. And if you go to those 3 high schools and work with his guidance counselors while you're in high school, he will see that you go to college without debt. So that makes us very, very proud to work for First Bank. We're an unusual bank. We celebrate Jim's philanthropy. We are an education bank. Our folks are committed to working in the community. And I want you to know that we're open for business, and we're glad you're here. Well, a pretty bold topic today, how the recession began, when's it going to get better, what are banks looking for, what's coming in the next 2 years. And I have some wonderful remarks, but they've all been put to rest in the line over here when David Nelson told me, where's David? It's easy. This recession was caused by fear between the ears.